Greetings, fellow Frank fans. This is going to be a short tutorial breakdown on the song In My Ways. I tried putting this all into one video like the last couple I've done, but my camera's not cooperating. It keeps cutting out. So I'm going to have to do it in two parts. So anyway, this song is in E minor pentatonic. And most of the riffing, the ad-lib, improvised riffing, the fills are all done up here in the 12th fret position of the octave position of the E minor pentatonic scale, and most of it is in the upper four strings, pretty much. I'm not going to break that down too much. I'm going to get into the structural parts of the verse, chorus, and etc. The opening riff is an open low E string, and then a high upper E string, and then there's a bend on the third string, second fret, bend, open, third string, down to fourth string, second fret. So that part is it's another open E on the upper first string, and then a slide up to the E on the second string, fifth fret. So altogether that would sound like, and then there's that dive bomb in between a lot of them. And then now you're coming from a D to a C on the fifth string, fret 5 to fret 3. And then a B to an A on the fifth string, so second fret and then open. And then during that last, underneath that, the bass is going. So it's impossible to play both those parts. That's double tracked, so you'll have to pick whichever phrase you want to play through that section. And then during the little riff, right before the verse starts, the guitar part is just right there. You're hitting the two upper strings open, and slide up to a B on the sixth string, seventh fret, up to a D, fifth fret, fifth string, fifth fret, and then a G, third fret, sixth string. It can also be done here using the second, the fifth, fourth, and sixth strings. I like it here. It sounds thicker and beefier. It just means you gotta get yourself down from there to there, from the D to the G. So it's now there you're sliding up to a B again on the sixth string, seventh fret, over to an E on the seventh fret, fifth string, down to a D, fret 5, and a C, fret 3, all on the fifth string. And then the next phrase is sliding up to a G on the E string, third fret, over to a C on the fifth string, third fret, down to a B, and then open, and then into that B, G. Then it walks into the chorus, which is basically power chords using the root and fifth on the sixth and fifth strings. You're going from an E to an F sharp to a G, up to a D, down to an A. That repeats a couple times, and then it goes up to the B, where it resolves before it goes back into the riff. So it's going, you're not going down to the G, it's just those two parts. Also, while that chorus part is happening with the there's a second set of chordal work going on as a secondary multi-track thing there, and that is the root and the third of the same chords, the G, the D, and the A, and then ultimately the B. So that can be played on the middle two strings here, string 4 on the 5th fret, string 3 on the 4th fret. Same pattern, just up here to the D, G up to the D, down to the A, G up to the D, down to the A, and then up to the B. And then you're augmenting that third string up a fret. So it can also be played here on the 5th and 4th strings. Back into that riff again. There is a cool part during the mid solo as he comes out of it. He's basically riffing in pentatonic here, and he does use that classic signature Frank riff here, the what I call the pentuplet, the 5-note riff, which is you're starting on the 2nd string 12th fret, you're bending on the 15th fret of the 2nd string up to the 1st string 12th fret, hammer on to the 15th and pull off, and then back down to the B on the 12th B string on the 12th fret. The key part to this is not to flub up on the G string. Try and mute that with your palm. And you've also got to rock the first finger between the top two strings so that you don't lose contact with them. And it's a matter of practicing the mechanics of that until you get more fluid and more able to do it more quickly. Anyway, after he comes out of that pattern, he does this really cool riff is the first time you start into it, you start off on the 3rd string, 9th and 11th frets, and then the riff itself starts on the 12th fret B string. You're bending a half step up. You're not actually bending up, you're actually getting it up there and bending down. So it's half step up, bend down to the B from the C, down to the 8th fret up to the 10th, down to the 7th, hammer on pull off on the B string from the 7th to the 8th and back to the 7th, and then you're down to the 3rd string 7th fret, up to the 9th, down to the 7th, and then down to the 6th. So it's second time around, it's the same thing. Only you're throwing that A in, which is on the 10th fret of the B string. And the third time,